China has made its choice in the Trump-Harris US election battle. Ooh. The New York Times and the New York Post and many other media outlets are reporting this week the big Asian giant country and the other usual suspects are interfering to push up votes for their preferred winner.
Naughty, naughty.
Before the election on November the 5th, so they tell us. Russia, Iran and China all have favoured candidates in these elections, the Post quotes intelligence officials as saying. China is using AI to make sure it gets its choice, says Nikkei Asia magazine. And CBS quotes a Microsoft report confirming the interference. Antony Blinken, whose job title should really be Secretary of Making America Hated by the World, told CNN he'd seen evidence of Chinese interference. Okay, so they're all saying that China is helping its chosen candidate to win the election. But who is its chosen candidate? Is it Trump or is it Harris? Now, the New York Times has a long article about the interference and then says China appears to have no preferred outcome. No preferred outcome? New York Post makes the exact same contradictory allegations. China has a favoured candidate, it says in one part of its report, and in another part it says Beijing appears to care less about who wins the White House. What they meant to write, of course, was that the Chinese couldn't care less. That's an idiom which indicates that one party has no favoured candidate. Now, The Hill, which is a sort of political journal, says the report from the Office of the Director of National Intelligence released earlier this year said that China might do at next week's election what it did in the 2022 midterm elections, which is to target both Democrats and Republicans. So China wants them both to lose or win? Do the writers at The Hill understand how US elections work? They can't both lose or both win. You know, there's a technical journalistic term for these types of articles. Idiocy. They're literally saying that China has a favoured candidate, but also saying that China has no favoured candidate. Let's face it, a primary school child can see that this makes no logical sense. Why can't the world's highest paid journalists? Of course China has no preference. Why spend time and money interfering in an election where both sides literally want to bomb you? As the New York Times told us also this week. You know, I can't tell you who will win the US election next week, but I can tell you who loses. Whoever wins, humanity loses. Peace.